The EU has promised €44 billion of investment funding for sustainable development projects in Africa by 2020, and member states are supposed to double that. On Monday, the EU's top diplomat, Federica Mogherini, said the fund will focus on clean energy.
We had, for the first time ever, a discussion with development ministers on energy, looking at the links between our development policies and access to energy, especially again on Africa, and acknowledging that this is going to be part of our policies for poverty eradication.
The EU is trying to move its role in Africa away from humanitarian aid and towards trade and investment. The aim is to create jobs and discourage migration to Europe. Figures showed on Monday that more migrants arrived in Italy from Africa in 2016 than in any previous year on record, 171,000 thus far. Europe is scrambling to find ways to prevent people undertaking the risky voyage. The latest is the planned creation of refugee centres, where people can have their asylum claims processed on African soil. Experts say this may not be an ideal solution.
I think what's important is that the international community, the EU, the UN, works out how this first centre is exactly going to work and what the implications will be. Because this all looks very good on paper, but you have to see how this will actually work.
The first centre is due to open in Niger, which around 90% of West African migrants pass through on their way to Libya to reach Europe. Refugee advocates say the aim behind processing centres is a good one, to give people a legal way to apply for asylum in Europe without undertaking the dangerous journey, but they could become permanent refugee centres. The EU hopes its investment in Africa will help convince people they can build better lives in their home countries instead. Elena Casas, CCTV, Brussels.